Hello everybody, Brad here today and welcome back to Farming Simulator. So guys, today I'm going to show you how to really simply make silage in Farming Simulator 2019. So the very basic equipment that you're going to need is a tractor and a mower. So I've gone for the in-game Fendt here and I've gone for this mower just here. Now it's optional, but I also do always use a windrower when I'm mowing. It just makes either the baling or the collection of the grass via a loading wagon much faster. Now I'm going to cover the two very basic ways that you can make silage, the most basic ways you can. So the first way that I'm going to talk about is by putting silage in a silage pit. So it looks something like this over here. So for that we're going to be using a mower to first cut the grass, and then we're going to collect the grass that we've just cut using this loading wagon just here, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Now the other method that you can use to collect that grass that you've mowed and then ferment it into silage is by baling it. However, you can't just bale some grass and expect it to turn overnight magically into silage. We are also going to have to use this wrapper just here that will wrap the bale, the grass bale that we make, and then we'll store them somewhere so then they can then ferment into silage. I want this to be as easy and simple as it possibly can be, guys, so I'm going to get the Fendt tractor attached to the mower and then we'll get down to the field ready to get mowing. Okay, so this is the really simple bit, guys. We've just got a few things to do before we can start mowing. We need to do things like unfolding the mower there so it's put to the right hand side for us. We need to lower the mower and then turn the mower on, which is again obviously very simple. There you go, I've put my foot on the accelerator, or obviously you can press W on the keyboard to accelerate, and you can see that we are mowing. There's nothing too difficult there, guys, very simple indeed. So I'm going to go up and down a few times in this field so we have a few separate swaths of grass. So we've created 4 grass swaths there, guys. Now the next job is for us to collect it using the baler or the loading wagon. It just differs on your preference. So if we were to just go ahead now, use the loading wagon or the baler to collect this grass, it would take a long time because the mower is wider than the baler and or the loading wagon. So what I personally do, and this is completely optional, guys, is I use a windrower, and what a windrower is going to do is it's going to rake some grass into a straight swath, which makes it a lot easier to collect. So I'm going to pop this mower down over there. I'll get the windrower connected up to this tractor and I'll show you what I mean. So I've got the windrower all hooked up to the tractor, so let's unfold it. And then we'll get all of this grass raked up into really nice neat swaths that will make it so much easier to collect via the loading wagon or the baler. Okay guys, so that is our 2 grass swaths all raked up. They're really neat, and they're going to be really easy to collect using the baler or the loading wagon. So first of all, I'm going to show you the loading wagon and then how to turn this grass into silage in a silage pit. Okay guys, so I've lowered and turned on the loading wagon. It's actually already picked up a little bit of grass. So let's drive over this grass swathlet, and it's really simple. If I go into the cab view, I can center the tractor over the grass swath, and as you can see in that bottom right hand corner, you can see that the loading wagon is picking up grass. It picks it up fairly quickly because we've raked it all together. If you'd have fertilised the field beforehand, we'd have increased our yield even furthermore. So a loading wagon makes it really simple to collect grass, as you can see just here. Once we've done this swath, we'll take it back up to the silage pit. Okay, so I'm here in one of the silage pits. Now I've just pressed F1 on my keyboard to get the menu on the left hand side there, and as you can see it currently says fill level chaff 0 because we haven't put any grass in here yet, and it says compacting 0%. So when we're putting grass into a silage pit, so it can ferment, we need to really compact it as much as possible and then cover the silo. So let's press left control and I to get the grass going into the silage pit. There we go, you can see that field level chaff is going up. Now as I was actually emptying the loading wagon, you probably saw that I went forward and back a little bit. Now I've done that because then that will tell us how much it's compacted. So you can see on the left hand screen it says at the bottom compacting 40%, 45%, soon to be 50%. So you can actually buy a leveler in the farm shop. There's a category for levelers that will really help with compacting silage. If it's a small amount of grass like this is, then I tend to just go back and forth with a tractor. Always helps if you have a bit of weight on the back like a loading wagon. You can see it says compacting 100%. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump out of the tractor, drive out of the pit, and then we're going to blanket the silo. Okay, so this is the pit. It doesn't look very compacted, but the game is telling us it is at 100%. So what we need to do now, look, is press R on our keyboard to blanket silo. There we go. And as you can see, it now says fermenting silage 1%. There you go, guys. It really is as simple as that. Very, very simple. And silage is a very profitable thing to do in the game, especially if you've not got a mod like seasons turned on. So that's really, really great. That will now ferment into silage, and then we can use something like a telehandler. You can use a wheel loader, or here I've just got a front loader for the Fendt, and then we can actually use this bucket here on the front, and then you can give it to your cows. You can use it to make total mixed ration for cows, which makes cows really, really healthy and really productive. Or you could tip this into a trailer and go and sell it at a BGA, and that will give you lots and lots of money. Silage is a really profitable thing to produce on your farms. Now I've got the tractor hooked up to this New Holland round baler. When you're making silage, it's normally best, for realism's sake, to use a round baler. I personally have never seen square bales being used for silage, but feel free to prove me wrong. But we're going to use this New Holland round baler. So let's get in the field and I'll pick up that last swath of grass. Okay, so we're all ready here to start picking up the grass with the New Holland baler. So we need to do a few things. We need to unfold the baler, press an X. We need to lower it using V and then turn it on using B on the keyboard. And then you can hear the sounds that it makes when the baler is fully on. So again, just like a loading wagon, I'm just going to drive here down the swath. You can see it's collecting grass in the baler. Cab view is always handy because then you can see the swath straight in front of you. Simple, guys, nothing too much to say here. We're going to pick up the grass. When we get to a certain percentage, the baler will start making an alarm noise. And what that does is it alarms you that it's soon, there you go, it's about to want to release a bale. There we go, we're at 100%. So I've stopped the tractor. If we go back out to the outside view, we can press Y, and Y will release that grass bale. I'll drive forward a tiny bit. Press Y again to drop that back hatch down. We can go back into the cab and pick up even more grass. So it's just an FYI, that alarm's really handy. If you're listening to music or something as you're playing Farming Sim, it can be easily missed, that alarm, and you'll be driving over grass, not picking it up because your bale chamber is actually full. So let's drive forward a tiny bit more till we get to 100%. Stop the tractor. Press Y on our keyboard and it will drop that bale out the back just there. I'm going to go forward a tad. That bale is going to roll it. Can you see that bale wants to roll? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the tractor just here with the baler, and that will stop that bale from rolling down this lovely rolling Devonshire countryside. Okay, so now we need to wrap these two bales that we've made. So we need to unfold this bale wrapper and it'll bring that back out. So what we're going to need to do is it's actually started getting all of the wrap ready to wrap this bale up. So we're going to drive slowly to this bale. It's going then to collect it in these little arms here, and then it'll auto pick it up and actually start wrapping this bale. There you go, you can see it's starting to wrap the bale nicely in this white wrap, and that wrap will allow that grass to ferment inside and then turn into silage. Again, really, really simple. This is all base game equipment. There are no mods involved here other than the map, which is Sandy Bay. And then again, we can press Y to unload that bale. So now that bale's done, we will need to come by here at some point and pick this bale up. So these will now start fermenting. So let's fast forward time a little bit until this is fermented and until the silage in the pit next door is also fermented. Okay guys, so it did not take long for this grass to ferment into some lovely silage. So you can see that it says fermenting silage 100%. That means we can press R on our keyboards to open the silo. Now you can see here, I'll just open this bit as well. There we go. I don't know why this bit in the middle will not disappear, but you can see here that the texture changes to this really brown fermented grass look. So then what we could do now is we could load this into a trailer, take that over to a BGA. Most maps have a BGA. You can take your silage there and sell it for a really great price. So as you can see here guys, I've just brought the bales outside of the pit, so you could use this silage for anything you want guys. These are the bales. You can see here I've opened up the controls menu using F1 and it's confirmed that these have fermented into silage 4,000 litres for each bale, and you can do this silage as you please guys. Okay guys, so we're here at the BGA in Sandy Bay with not a lot of silage. I took about half of the silage from the pit, not a lot at all, only 3,746 litres. I had a look on the game menu just here. So this is the icon for silage, and the BGA or the biogas plant was the plant that was giving us the most money per litre of silage. So let's get some money. So you can probably see that our money hasn't actually gone up. So some biogas plants on some maps, what they do is they process your silage and then they only give you the money at midnight. So as you can see on that little screen there, it's actually processing the silage as we speak, and it should pay us then at midnight. There you go guys. So we earned £1,348. It's not a lot of money, but we didn't do a lot of silaging. Imagine if we'd done that whole field. That was half of the pit, so that was half of one swath guys. So think how much money you could make if you'd done a whole field. What method do you prefer? Do you prefer using a silage pit, or do you prefer silaging via a baler? Let me know down below in the comments. There are many more ways that you can do silaging, like forage harvesting. There are a few more ways that you can do silaging, but I thought I'd show you the two most basic ways to do it. Personally, I prefer to bale grass that then ferments into silage, but everyone likes different things. Guys, let me know down below if I can help you at all in your game. Let me know down below if you have any ideas on videos. You know, if you think a video would really help you get to learn something in Farming Simulator, let me know what that topic would be down below in the comment section. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helped. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching the video guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day. See you later.